One of the reasons why you want to get this license first is because no matter what state you live in, you can get this license. It doesn't matter if you live in California or Hawaii, you can get this license.
Hi, my name is Abahi and I am a claims adjuster. If I can help you make money in this very lucrative industry, would you let me? Today we are going to discuss the question on this screen right next to me. If you need help with that and more, stay tuned. But first, tales from the field.
Sides to it, different pockets, not enough though. It just, for some reason, I just cannot get organized with this bag. What am I supposed to put in that? If you know, comment below. And it has 2 on each side. What am I really gonna fit in there? Okay, so next up is the printer. Next up is the printer. It's a very nice printer. The paper goes right there. It has a rechargeable battery, so it's a mobile printer. That's the charger for the. And then there's also, but it has to be plugged in. It's not wireless. I don't know why you have a mobile printer and not have to be wireless, but maybe because it's cut from this company, you know. They just don't know wireless that's happening. So that's the battery. So that's like 2 devices we have to charge so far. So it works without the plug. Okay, there's some post-it notes down there, a laptop, paper. Okay, so those are post-it notes. We all are familiar with those. That is a charger, so you can charge the laptop on the go. That plugs into your cigarette lighter. Like I mentioned, that's paper. Multi-use copy paper. Dunder Mifflin approved.
For your New York license, you can see here New York State Department of Financial Services instructions for IA independent applicant. If you're looking for the PA, it should say PA. As the resident, you are the one that has a residence or business address in New York State. If you are a non-resident, that means you do not. Most of you are going to be a non-New York State residents. One of the reasons why you want to get this license first is because no matter what state you live in, you can get this license. It doesn't matter if you live in California or Hawaii, you can get this license. You see, you're qualified. You got to qualify by the examination, and it has to have been in the last 2 years. Show proof of accreditation if you're applying for the multi-peril crop. If you live in upstate New York and that's your thing, go ahead and do that. All right, never been convicted of a crime, and again, it lasts 2 years. There is a licensing fee. You can pay half the fee depending on if you're in an odd year or an even year. If you're in an odd year, you have to pay. Your full fees are charged during the first year, and then half fees are charged during the second year. So more upfront than later. That's this type of industry, but it's worth it. $20 will be charged for each check dishonored by the bank. Original past course report for New York exam taken within 2 years, unless exempt from 3 above. You do need a bond in the amount of $1,000. It does not cost $1,000 to get. That's another great reason that you should get this bond. Your fingerprinting. And all applicants, you'll need to do that. You'll have to go to Identigo. I'm going to show you that here in this video. And then you also need 5 certification character witnesses, which was crazy to me that you had to do that. But it is a little bit more work, but it's not hard. If you can't know 5 people to vouch for you, maybe this isn't the industry for you. So let's fast forward a little bit. This is that affidavit that I was just talking to you about. At first it looked more complicated than it really is. You really just have to put the person's name, address, and then you could have them sign it. And they do have to have known you for 5 years. Here is the bond application. Just send it to a bond company. Don't even think twice about it. Got to get your fingerprints in. And they show you how to do the fingerprinting services. It's $87 for adjusters. Your fingerprints, if you want to be a bail spouse agent, is something different. See, this is a great career. It's the least out of the other two. Only just $87 to do the fingerprints. And you do go to Identico, which was kind of complicated. It's going to look like you have to travel out of state to get that done, but you don't. I thought I was going to have to drive up to Chattanooga just for some fingerprinting. It's not true. When you go do your form of identification, go ahead and take your U.S. passport or driver's license and your birth certificate. Like, it's just like when you work for an employer. All right, we talked about the character witnesses, Identigo, which is through Morpho Trust. Put your information in there, legal name, first name, all of that name. And I canceled because I already had the info. You get your code, you enter that, and then you're good to go from there. It's really straightforward, guys. Now, I hope that was helpful. If there's anything else I can do for you, let me show you this. So you want to choose the employer the independent adjuster one. You see the difference here? It's that number right there. I'm sorry it's blocked, but I didn't know that it was when I first put this up. It's really straightforward, really easy, and then you hit to click that schedule or manage appointment. Schedule or manage appointment. That's how you use Identigo to get your fingerprints. My name is Abahi. If I can help you become a claims adjuster in this very lucrative industry, would you let me? But before we go, there's one more part. Let's see, your application form. Just making sure you just answer honestly. Are you under obligation? Yes. Answer those questions. If question 3, if any of the following questions answer yes, an explanation must be attached. See, some crimes are okay to have committed and still become an adjuster. I had a cousin who was locked up for 2 years, and he was able to get out and find himself some good work. If you do have a past history that may not be credible, apply anyway and just see if they deny you or not. Don't even think twice about it. Calling anybody and asking them about it really, it won't do you that good. Now, I will tell you, if it's a violent homicide or financial crime, you won't be accepted. But most other crimes, assaults may even be, I don't know. You would just have to ask. But those are the ones that I have seen not taken into consideration. So this is the bond. This is the information about the bond. The surety bond. Again, it's not $1,000, but you do have to have a $1,000 bond. There's a lot of bond companies out there. This is just the one I happen to use. And you do city and county after you hit the state bond. Oh, I'm wondering if I'm trying to figure out how to actually do it. Oh yeah, now and then you just fill out this application. It's very easy, guys. You just have to get in there and do it. It's very, very simple, straightforward. You put the money down. You don't think twice about it. It's all coming back to you. See, the $1,000 bond, you could get the premium $75 for 2 years. That's the cost of the bond, okay? That's the cost of the bond. So altogether, you'll do your course. Let's say your course costs you somewhere between $150 and $400. Then you will get your license. That's $100 and some dollars. I actually don't know the price. Your fingerprints are $89, and then it's $75 for the bond. So you're going to be somewhere between $400 and $800, maybe even $750 all in. That's just to get the license. To get work and get training, you may have additional cost. You can get the next business day, depending on the rush. If you want to spend money on those, spend money on the rush bonds. Just get your license now. That way you have it, because that extra $30 you're paying, and you're worried about how much it costs now, you're only going to be spending $30 more. I hope that makes sense. I know I'm talking fast. All right, so you go to Identigo, you search for a service. Oh, I think this is where I thought it was crazy when I thought I was going to have to go to Tennessee. You select your state. Other states might use this service, by the way. And you choose the Department of Financial Services, or it says it's right there. That's the department that most adjusting is under. That's how the GDP listed. So it's listed right there with the financial buoys. That's why this industry is very stable. It's right next to the stock market, guys. We're like a hedge firm, you know. Okay, I think that's it for here. Just select that state, and I believe you still gotta go in person. And to find the spot that you need to go to even get the license is this. I just Google it, New York Adjuster License, and you just want to click and get to here. Now to get the paperwork, you can continue to watch the rest of this video. Okay, now you got your forms up, and did you see where I clicked? You just click the one that you need right there. Adjuster 15 pages. Yes, that's how long the application will be. So you see the rest of this. I hope this video helps. My name is Abahi. If I can help you become a claims adjuster in this very lucrative industry, would you let me?